My name is Keith Mazza. Most of you know me as Sifu Keith. Welcome to our channel.
Hey everybody, Sifu Keith here, and today we'll bring you new and exciting videos on parallel hand chi sao. We're taking you through 5 different training regimens on the parallel side, which will greatly enhance your chi sao and fighting capabilities. But before we go there, I need you to go over to the boxes and click like and subscribe, and hit the bell to always be kept on our latest videos. Thank you and have a great day.
Level 5.1 parallel hand chi sao. The first technique we're going to do is an inside lap sao. Moving in, I want to slide this in and apply forward pressure and work toward his elbow. I'm going to slide down, I'm going to lap sao with the elbow to open him and punch. He's going to pox out. I'm going to utilize the force from his pox out as he pushes me across. I'm going to move outside by gan saoing at his wrist, check the elbow, fire another punch. He's going to pox out again. From here, I'm going to take my checking hand, lap sao across, side palm, checking palm. Moving in, lap sao punch, gan sao, checking punch, lap sao, side palm, checking palm. One more time, lap and punch, come across, hawk, lap, and check. So let's just take one moment so you get to understand where would this come from. So we line up parallel from here. He has 1 or 2 options. He can punch inside my guard or move outside my guard. So here by covering my center, he tries shooting that jab across my arm, okay? So that come in, I would step in and lap from here. Okay, so one more time. Stepping through, lap and punch. He hawks, come over the top, check, and flow to. Remember that each time though, make sure you're always looking at that opposite hand. So if here, once I lap from here, if he fires this hand, I might have to interrupt. Now you notice how he pocked. I'm just going to utilize that. He gives me that force, move over the top, check and punch, and we're right back where we started from. 5.1, the second parallel hand chi sao technique. Now let's look at a counter. So we line up, we're parallel. So remember the golden rule. He's touching me or I touch him. Touch one hand and I look at the other. So I know where this hand is, so it really can't hurt me. So as Keith comes in and goes for the lock, punch is coming in, I want to take a release step from here. Move outside, pox out, chun sao. I want to lop this across to prevent this arm from coming through. Strike to the body, strike to the head. So again, as he's coming through, I move off the line, pox out, chun sao, lop across, 1 and 2. Let's take one more. Coming in, pox out, chun sao, 1 and 2. Okay, our next technique is using the lap sao, but we're going to use the wu sao hand. So we line up again. Here's all parallel hand chi sao. I step off the line, and I'm covering here at the elbow. I'm going lap to the body. I'm going to come back in, pox out, punch to the head. So again, I'm stepping off the line, lap to the body, pox out, punch. Keith throws a straight punch. I'm using that wu sao to lap. I'm stepping off the body, strike, and strike. So let's play with it a little bit more. I come off the line, body shot, pocket punch. As he presses that across, my pox out hand comes into a chun, to a tan, and I'm going to press this in, taking the trap and strike. Step off the line, 1, 2, come across and strike. One more. Step off the line, lap, pak tan, and strike. So let's look at a counter to the lap sao off the inside hand. So Keith comes in and he's taking that lap, he's pulling me across. So remember, never fight force with force. So as he pulls me there, I'm going to step in that direction. So in the previous technique, and we're going to cover both because I know the question come out, we started with a low shot, right? So you're going to come in, lap sao, so pak sao, gan sao. So here you can either use a pak gan or a double gan to cover the area, because in reality it's going to dictate when he comes in. I don't know if he's going to go low or high, so I can cover both gates. If he comes high, it works the same way. Also, just as we did previously, when he comes in, I can also pak sao gan. Either one is fine, but let's start with the low strike. He comes in, stepping off the line, pak gan, I'm covering this area. The pak sao is coming across and the gan sao is coming up, and they're going to meet together from here. Then I'm simply going to come outside, pocket punch. Okay, if he blocks, come across. So let's take that again. Comes in, I pop gun. So another question is going to come, what about that hand? So that hand can interrupt at any given time, whether I'm here or I'm here. Chances are, as soon as he throws the high punch, that straight punch can come in. If your hand's inside, back step, bong sao. Okay? Coming through, again, pak gan. If he comes inside, it's a pak sao punch. Touch one hand, look at the other. So you always have to have that capability to interrupt your motion. Don't get so caught up and just turning and looking at the fist. So this is why you have your proximal drills with your eyes and your peripherals. So again, let's move on. Let's play it a little bit more. He comes in. I'm over here, so the technique is gan gan. Well, maybe from here, he goes to interrupt. Wu Sao is a great block from here. So you can turn the Wu into a lop or also turn it into an arm break. Again. Coming in, so the drill's going to be Pak Sao Gan Sao, check, move across, and strike. So that's countering with some variables with an inside hand Lop Sao. So moving on to the next technique, let's work on the Chun Sao. We'll take it off the rear hand. So we line up parallel from here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chun. Now chun means to thread. So when you do your Chun Sao, thread along your own arm. Do not thread along your opponent's arm because if he pulls it back, it's going to leave you open. So from here, I'm going to half step off the line, Chun Sao. I'm going to come down as I move off, lops out the elbow, punch to the body, Pak Sao punch to the face. So again, half step in, Chun Sao, Lop Sao, Pak Sao. So fighting application, since you're parallel, this would emulate your Pak Sao. So when Keith punches, it's a Pak Sao Chun Sao. You can lop and go to the body or go to the head. It really doesn't matter. So one more time, stepping off the line with a Pak Sao Chun Sao. Make sure your chun is coming up, covering your head. Lop at the elbow, 1 and 2. Let's go one more time from Chi Sao. Stepping through the Chun Sao, step across, lop. Remember, keep this arm across. Do not open the door or you will get hit. So from here, I have also a leverage point. This is Keith's leverage. My leverage point comes from the shoulder down to the wrist. Striking to the body, back to the face.
And don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share buttons. And when you hit the subscribe button, please hit the bell notification to all so we can let you know as soon as we put out a new video. And we want you to know that we're here for you. So leave your comments below. We're going to get back to each and every one of you to make sure your questions get answered.
And once again, thank you. We look forward to being your all things Wing Chun and more for many years to come.